DNC night 3, man, something magical. Seriously, sometimes the real heroes aren't wearing capes. And I'm talking about Tim Walz's son, Guz. This kid and the moments he brought to the convention are literally election defining. And what do I mean by that? There's a significant difference in the tone of the two campaigns. Kamala Harris and Tim Walz talking about freedom, talking about bringing people together with a celebration of the right to live the life of your choice. Donald Trump on the other side, painting a picture of America as doom and gloom, failing nation, third world country, under imminent attack, we're at war, civil war, all kinds of nastiness. And in the center of all that is Tim Walz's son, Guz. I'm telling you right now, this kid has the energy that defines where we're at as a country, defines the things that really should be important to us, cutting through all this political BS. We're gonna go in and watch a couple clips as it unfolded in real time. And then I'm gonna bring it together and tell you why I feel like this kid and that heart energy of his, how it really is just a defining moment in what's at stake at this election, what this election is really about for all of us. I really think this kid can bring us all together. You ready? Let's go.
They saw in me what I had hoped to instill in them, a commitment to the common good, an understanding that we're all in this together, and the belief that a single person can make a real difference. With little kids, zero political experience, and no money, running in a deep red district. But you know what? Never underestimate a public school teacher.
Oh, shit.
I represented.
Dude, that kid in the crowd was like crying, dude. He was emotional.
And I learned an awful lot.
Was that his? That wasn't his son, was it?
I learned how to work across the aisle. Then I came back to serve
as
governor.
Was that his son?
And we got right to work.
Good man, good man. You could tell from the moment you laid eyes on him, this kid had heart, but it gets even better.
It took Gwen and I years, but we had access to fertility treatments. And when our daughter was born, we named her Hope.
Oh, there she is.
Guz and Gwen, you are my entire world, and I love you.
Whoa, look at this kid, dude. His son is like...
I'm letting you in on how we started a family.
I love his son, man.
Because this is a
this
big
kid is so
about
like
what this election is
overcome
about.
with emotion.
Freedom.
Let's go. Now that was the big moment. He's pointing up there and saying, "That's my dad, that's my dad." And it was just so real. And you know, millions of Americans saw that and they could just identify with it. That kind of love, that kind of caring we have for our families, where you just know you do anything for them. And it's the kind of vibe we want to cultivate with our neighbors. It's the kind of vibe that Tim Walz wants to cultivate with this campaign. Now, at the time, I didn't even know that Tim Walz's son, Guz, had a nonverbal learning disorder. And I don't think it matters. But when I did find that out, I fell in love with another thing, and that was the reaction his family had. When he was jumping up with that big display of emotion, you know, just really feeling it and allowing himself to go there, celebrating his dad, nobody in that family tried to tamp him down. They didn't try to quiet him, and there was no sense of embarrassment. They were celebrating him, celebrating everything he is. And I think that's just a huge tonal difference in these two campaigns that cuts to the core of what's really going on in this election. You have the Trump campaign just constantly coming down on all immigrants as being monsters, demonizing groups of people, whether it's transgender folks, or even going so far as to call Democrats demons, or insisting that everyone disagreeing with them politically is a Marxist or a communist, or just almost less than human. Man, in the Tim Walz, Kamala Harris family, you don't have that. There's love, there's acceptance, there is real passion for unity for all different kinds of people. Man, that is magic. And that's where the speech just kind of took off, because it's this same vibe fuels the policies that Tim and Kamala believe in, like these.
And yeah, your kid's freedom to go to school without worrying about being shot dead in the hall.
That's right.
Look,
Dude, that shit.
I know guns.
Fucking guns, bro.
I'm a veteran. I'm a hunter, but I'm also a dad. I believe in the Second Amendment, but I also believe our first responsibility is to keep our kids safe. That's what this is all about. The responsibility we have to our kids, to each other. And we made sure that every kid in our state gets breakfast and lunch every day.
Let's go.
So while other states were banning books from their schools, we were banishing hunger from ours.
Let's go. That's huge right there. Let's go. And then it came down to the very end. Man, this just gave me chills. Tim Walz launches into his fourth quarter speech, just bringing the whole thing together. About family, about unity, about togetherness, about believing in possibility, believing in all of us. He just brings it home. And then the family joins him up there, and the celebration was just, dude, just amazing.
It's the fourth quarter. We're down a field goal, but we're on offense and we've got the ball. We're driving down the field.
We are, yeah. That's the key. We have the ball.
We have the right team. Kamala Harris is tough. Kamala Harris is experienced.
She's strategic.
And Kamala Harris
fucking
ready.
Smart. Smart as shit, bro.
Our job for everyone watching is to get in the trenches and do the blocking and tackling. 1 inch at a time. 1 yard at a time.
One phone call at a time.
One door knock.
This is where we do it.
One $5 donation.
If you want to help out, there it is, KamalaHarris.com.
Look, we got 76
Go become
days.
part of the
That's
future.
Nothing.
Become part of the new revolution, baby.
We're going to leave it on the field. That's how we'll keep moving forward. That's how we'll turn the page on Donald Trump. That's how we'll build a country where workers come first. Healthcare and housing are human rights. And the government stays the hell out of your bedroom.
That should be a no-brainer, right?
That's how
Why do we
make
even have to
America
say that?
A place where no child is left hungry, where no community is left behind, where nobody gets told they don't belong. That's how we're gonna fight.
Yeah.
And as the next president of the United States always says, when we fight,
we win!
When we fight, thank you.
Oh, here come his kids. This is why I'm voting for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz above anything. It's a love of family, it's a love of country, and it's a belief in the possibility that we can be everything we were meant to be. Let's go.